Hey guys, welcome back to Lucid Trading. Today we're going to be taking a look at Palantir Stock. This is going to be a quick update on the stock since something interesting happened. The CEO of the company, Alexander KARP, sold about $40 million worth of shares, and that news just recently came out yesterday. And well, guess what happened to the stock? The stock is down, sitting at $24. Now, in previous videos, we've said that Palantir stock was going to be rallying upwards from 23.5 all the way up to 24.5, which indeed happened. So that is awesome. But on the negative news that the CEO is selling his stock, we're seeing some downside. And this is not the first time that the CEO is selling his stock. He's selling for taxation reasons, and he will be selling into the future. However, the selling is happening right now, and the stock is falling right now as well, down about 1%. Something else to take into account is that the 10-year yield has been going up the past couple days, and it's been shooting up roughly around 4.3%, which is generally speaking a negative catalyst for growth in tech stocks like Palantir stock over here. Before we begin with the technical analysis, smash that like button right now, hit that subscribe button as well. I'm not a financial advisor, keep that in mind. This is just going to be my opinions on the stock, and let's get going. So we've seen some resistance around 24.5, 24.7, which is what we expected. The stock came back down. We still have a short-term trend right here, which is most likely going to be holding. I think the stock is most likely going to drop further to around 23.8. And we could have a temporary support right there. Now, if market conditions are going to be positive, I think we could definitely bounce from here and keep rallying up to the $25 mark, given that the MACD is already crossed and is starting to come down, and the RSI is coming back down as well. I think this is just going to be a matter of time since the fundamentals of Palantir are still very, very strong. I think that the stock market is rebounding and that the 10-year yield could be calming down pretty soon, and that is going to have a positive impact on the stock. So looking at the 1 hour chart, I think we're heading straight to $25 probably by the beginning of next week still. Now let's take a look at the 4 hour chart. Okay, so we're now looking at the 4 hour time frame for Palantir. We can see that the MACD is about to cross, and in previous videos we've said that Palantir was most likely going to be consolidating in the zone of around $23 to $24. And I think that consolidation might continue for the coming days in this zone right here. And starting next week, we would see a rally to the upside as we're heading into the earnings season, and the stock market would then also keep rallying given the fact that earnings are going to be very, very good. A lot of companies reporting that their products are pretty much reporting that their products are selling out super fast, indicating that there's a lot of momentum going on there. So I expect the markets to carry Palantir upwards starting next week. For now, consolidate in this area, go down to 23.8, and then like we said on the 1 hour chart, go upwards to around $25, which is going to be the upper range in this bullish channel. Looking at the RSI, we're sitting at neutral. I mean, there's a lot of room left to be going to the upside. And keep in mind, Palantir stock has gone down a lot since recently, which is kind of strange since they got several contracts, you know, the size of $90 million, a potential $800 million long-term contract with the Army. And so they got that going on, and a very high growth rate in comparison to past years. So Palantir is still looking good on the fundamentals, yet the stock price going down, getting cheaper. So I definitely do think that Palantir is still a buying opportunity at 24. I think it's going to be wise to dollar cost average and not go all in. A lot of people want to go all in because they're very excited, but I think dollar cost averaging would be the best way to go about this. Lastly, we're going to be taking a look at the daily chart, the daily time frame for Palantir. Looks like, obviously, we're heading up to around 25 short term. However, if you take a look at the long term, 25 tends to be a resistance. So we're going to have a tough time getting above that. But as we're going to get closer to next earnings, I think there's a higher likelihood that we're going to be going to about $27 to about $29. Next earnings is going to be around middle of November, right? So middle of November, we got plenty of time left to see that rally. And looking at the MACD at the moment, it does seem like we're going to see a MACD cross in the next coming weeks. And usually when that happens, I mean, look what happened here. Last time the MACD properly crossed, we've had a rally of roughly at least 26.5% before it went down again. And I think if we see another 20% rally, obviously we're going to get into that range where we want to be, which is around that 27 to 29 price range. So longer term for earnings, because I think earnings are going to be very, very good with the recent contracts that we had. And I think they might actually get more contracts as we're getting closer to earnings. So my target right now is for Palantir to hit $25. I think it could stretch to about 26. Longer term, we're heading to that $27 to $29 price zone for earnings. And hey, maybe we might even hit $30 and above for the month of December. So a lot of things going on with Palantir right now. Great fundamentals, solid technicals. The macroeconomic situation is improving. And I would say that Palantir stock is a great buying opportunity at $24. Last time we covered Palantir, it was sitting at 23.5. It hit 24.5, now sitting at 24. I am buying. I think it's a great buy. And that was all I wanted to say about Palantir stock. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. We also have a Patreon if you would like to support the channel. So this is the Patreon. Here you can get exclusive benefits like buy and sell signals, stock picks, the newsletter, news on the macroeconomic situation, the stock market, exclusive live streams, and many more benefits that are listed right here. There are several tiers that you can choose from. Obviously, most people go for these tiers, but there's plenty of other benefits that you can get, like Discord group calls and consultations. So this was one of the stock picks. This stock pick was about DD stock. You can see the article right here. We also had an exclusive live stream just yesterday, and we have another one coming up on Sunday. We have another stock article right here about C3.ai. We covered the CPI. Here we have another one about NEO and on Alibaba, and we have the buy and sell signals and many, many more benefits. If you'd like to join the Patreon, make sure you do it today. We have a 15% annual discount for the people that want to join, and I'll be posting very, very frequently on Patreon. So check it out. The Patreon link is going to be down below in the description. We also have social media. We have the Instagram, the Twitter, the Discord community, which is completely free. You can check it out. Link is also down below. Have an awesome day. This was Lucid Trading, and I'll be seeing you next time.